Hello to all the raw mums. I'm Tanya from betterraw.com. Today I'll show you how to make really tasty raw food Christmas puddings that children will enjoy, or anyone else will enjoy as well. And they'll be made out of these ingredients. So if you want to come here and have a look. For the Christmas pudding itself, we're going to have hazelnuts. I've got 1 cup and I've been soaking them overnight. Dates, 1.5 cup of dates. I soak them for about 1 to 2 hours, that's enough. Walnuts, I've got 1 cup of walnuts. Over here is carrot powder. So unlike chocolate powder, this is actually a pod and it's naturally quite sweet. And zest of 2 oranges. And I've got a couple of Christmas spices as well, so cinnamon and nutmeg as well. And for the frosting, I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or coconut butter and unmelted, so this is perfect. 2 tablespoons of agave. Over here I've got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and also the lemon zest of a whole lemon, and 1 whole cup of cashews, and I've soaked them for 1 hour. So that's going to be the pudding, and then I'll put those in the fridge and I'll show you how to make the decorations from the holly tree. So first of all, I'm just going to throw in the nuts into the food processor. So I'm using food processor with an S blade. Okay, and throw the hazelnuts to get enzyme inhibitors out and also make it easier on the food processor as well. So it's going to work nicely. Here we go. You don't need to soak walnuts because they've got a lot of essential oils, which is quite important. Once you get out all the chunks and it looks like it's pretty much powdered up, just add in the dates. You can add the dates in first and other ingredients later, or do the entire thing all together because the dates have been soaked, so it's going to make it very easy on the food processor. 1.5 cups. And carrot powder. Orange zest. Make it quite Christmassy. I've never really been into Christmas cakes or Christmas puddings myself, so I've just picked out my favourite ingredients, so it's going to be my specialty, not quite a traditional one. Nutmeg, about 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, just up to you, and cinnamon, also the same as well. If you don't want it to be overpowered with cinnamon taste, just put in 1/2 teaspoon. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pulse it through. Once the majority of dates are already cut up, I'm just going to put it on high. And it's forming quite well into one mixture, so if you want to have a look here, so it's quite sticky. So at this stage what I'll do is just pop everything right over a blade, like that, and run it one more time.
It smells so good.
Yeah. So you can literally just pick it out with your hands. This recipe can actually be any of your favorite energy ball recipes. So if you've got one with chocolate powder, with any other seeds or nuts at all, just do that. It doesn't have to be a specific recipe at all, and you'll just form it into quite a big ball and create a stand, just like that. So it looks like an upside down Christmas pudding. So cute. There we go. So I'm going to keep doing those later, but now I'm just going to show you how to make the frosting. So for the frosting I'll be using a blender, and it doesn't actually have to be a high powered blender either because I've soaked the cashews. And I'm going to use a tamper as well because I want the mixture to stay right on the blade. Otherwise there'll be too much air created around the blade and it won't work very well. So, first the cashews go in. Okay, and I'm going to put in the coconut butter at the same time. And the lemon juice and the zest of one whole lemon as well. And agave. Pop the lid on and get the tamper in at the same time. I'm going to have it on low and eventually get the speed high. If you don't have a tamper rod, then just pulse it from time to time. Use any blender at all, but just pulse. If it's too thick, then add either more agave or more lemon juice, whatever you like. So I'm just going to keep going. Let's have a look. I don't know if you can see, so it's turning into quite a cream. I'm going to keep working at it just a little bit more, so it's a little more runnier and the cashews are broken down a little more. Okay, that looks nice and creamy now, and I could literally scoop it out with a spoon and then pop it right on top and just let it fall like the way a snow top would. Okay, so I've just taken out the puddings from the freezer. I've had them there for 10 minutes, so they're perfect. Now the next thing I'm going to be showing you is how to make the decoration. The only thing is the decoration will have to be put in a dehydrator for 4 hours. So make it the night before or in the morning if you want this ready for the afternoon. This is going to be holly tree decorations. So for the leaves, I'm going to be using these ingredients here. So it's just simply kiwi fruit, and I've got 4 kiwi fruit, and that should be enough. Now, when that's ready and out of a dehydrator, I'm going to sprinkle it with chlorella. You can use spirulina, you can use barley, you can use wheatgrass powder, whatever powder is green enough for you. And for the holly berries, I'm going to be goji berries. Okay. Just pop the kiwi fruits in the blender. And the tamper is not necessary, but I'm going to use it anyway to just speed things up for us. That's ready really quickly. Okay. Now get the T-flex sheet. You are going to use one of those, and just all you do is just pour it over. It should be enough for 2. Wiggle it around to make it nice and flat. Not too thin, because when it does dehydrate, it's just going to be really, really floppy. So this is perfect. Now I'm going to transfer it in the dehydrator. 4 hours on 115 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius. But of course I already have one ready, so I'm going to take it out. Now it is going to take a little bit to peel it off. I've already peeled it off, so that's why it comes off easily like that. It's not exactly green, as you can see, because when it dehydrates the color changes, so that's why I'm using chlorella. And I'm literally going to sprinkle it on, just like this, and rub it with my hand. And then, if you want to just grab some scissors, use little scissors to make it easier. Cut it up, or rip it up. It rips really easily. Just a minute. and cut out your little leaves. If you like, what you can do is actually cut this out of a piece of cardboard first, you know, if you're worried about ruining what you've just made, and draw it on or place a piece of cardboard on top and cut it around. But here you go, here's the leaf, and I've got a whole lot of them ready. So once you've made your leaves, you can either stop right there or pop it back into dehydrator for another hour. That will harden them a little bit. So you can pop them just on here, but they will probably just fall over a little bit. So if you want the leaves to stand up nicely, just use a toothpick. And what you can do is just thread it through, just like you would with a needle. Pop it here, so that you can't really see it. So it's right behind the leaf. And here we go. There's one. Thread it through. Nice and easy. And here's another one. And for the holly berries, I can either put the goji berry right on top, so I'll take 3 of them and I can just pop them in like that, which is nice enough. Or if you want it to look really perfect, get either a coffee grinder or a nut grinder. I'm using a nut grinder, and the goji berries. It's going to form a powder. Here we go, you can see that. So just grab it out with your hands, and it's very sticky, so it makes it really nice and easy to mold into little balls. My hands are all dirty from Chlorella. Got cute little balls, and I've already pre-made some of those earlier just before with Fiona's help. Thanks, Fiona. Here we go. Now make sure you get your kids involved here, because this is their favorite part. And this is a really good way to get your children to be eating more greens and algae and things like that, because they're making it and this is edible. So that's the finished product.
I might get to try them. I'm Fiona from Raw Mum, and I'm here with Tanya, who's made these incredible Christmas puddings, which I'm about to taste. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
I'm gonna take this off first. This is the holly leaf.
Might not be the sweetest one with the chlorella on top.
It's nice. Now these smell so good when you made them. I can't wait.
Now, how much did I pay you?
So much better than the real thing.
Cool.
So good.
That's Fiona from RawmomTV.com.